Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, man, let's talk about Bob Arum says that Terence Crawford is going to be hard to beat at 47. Said he's a rare talent, but you know, at 35, he can really get old right before your eyes sometimes. But he said he don't see nobody at 147 pounds beating Terence Crawford. And a lot of people share that same opinion. Now, at 35 years old, you know, he said he wanted to be retired by then. You know, but, you know, things change. And obviously, it sounded like he wanted the Errol Spence fight. Then he would consider, like, retiring or going to get a belt and retiring. But, you know, you can get old overnight. But, you know, the benefit for him is he has been able to move up. He's been able to move up weight classes and be a little bit more healthier. And it seemed like he's more at his natural weight here, so that might give him a little bit more room for error. Also, he still stay in the gym and all that. But once you start fighting once a year, that's when you really start to age. You got to stay active. You know, he got to turn around and be right back in the ring. You know, but at the same time, that can happen. I mean, at the end of the day, when you start talking at any point in any boxing career, it can happen. Somebody can peak at 25 years old. It can happen. When you've been in the gym all your life, you know, one punch can change. One punch of sparring, you know, one, you know, false step on the concrete, running miles can change. You know what I'm saying? It can change. It can change you physically. So, yeah, we seen fighters get old overnight, like Shane versus Floyd Mayweather. He got old overnight. He was coming off a big win versus Margarito. We know he was supposed to fight Andre Berto. The disaster in Haiti happened, so that didn't happen. But yeah, it can happen. So, but then again, we all know he the best talent at 147. You know, people could throw Jerron Bruce Anderson in there, and I'll talk about him another place, another time. But you know, he ain't did nothing. Straight up and down, he ain't did nothing. You can't say he the best talent. Yeah, he looked good. You know, Keith Thurman was Jerron Ennis. Errol Spence was Jerron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Matias was Jerron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? So a whole bunch of hot shot guys. Vontaze Montrose is supposed to be this hot shot guy coming out the amateurs. You know, just because it look and shine like gold or shine like diamonds, don't mean it's a diamond. I ain't saying that he ain't the truth, but he got to prove it. Like I said, they stopping him from getting an opportunity. That's just the business of boxing. You know, when Crawford was a victim of politics, a lot of them other niggas just screamed, laughed and joked, oh, he on the wrong side of the street, he with Master Bob and all that shit. Be consistent, bro. A lot of these niggas that talk on camera, hold the camera, you know, ask these dudes do interviews, they don't have any consistency, bro. Be consistent. I understand it's exceptions to the rule. Be consistent. Ain't nobody better than Terence Crawford right now. Now come tonight, can he reassure people that he's still that guy versus David Iverson? Because you probably see this Sunday and Monday. Can he still prove that he that guy? I mean, yeah, but it's hard to say you the best after you beat David Iverson. And he hot as fish grease right now. Bob Arum said his promoter told him that he much improved, 6 straight knockouts. And like I said, he was set to fight Keith Thurman. People forget that. It didn't happen. So, like I continue to say, he can punch, and all that. But, you know, Terence Crawford, you know, to prove that he is the best over the rest, you got to beat Errol Spence. Straight up and down. And obviously, you know, I think, and I'll talk about this later too, I think they kind of laying the groundwork out there for him to come back to top rank, and I'm explaining that in another video. But Bob ain't got no reason to hate on that man. You know, we do, because he sued him and all that, but we'll see how that play out. No, he was told to leave. He left. You know, then it still couldn't happen, dude. And Bob was trying to tell him, but then again, if you bad mouth me to everybody around, how am I believe you? You dogging me out to the media when I ain't around, but we behind closed doors and all that type of shit. It's a whole different ball game. Come on. This top ranked Toby and shit. What about, you know, I'd rather deal with a white dude that say they like Bob Arum, that people describe Bob Arum as, than deal with a brother that's like motherfucking, that don't mess with black people. At least you know where you stand at with Bob Arum, for the most part. But damn, Al Heyman as a brother, he don't give a shit about black people. He don't give a fuck about them black fighters, or he wouldn't be all them niggas won't owe no money, or he be putting them in the best positions to be superstars, and he not. But Terence Crawford, he looked the part, and through the years he showed he the part. He didn't have too many competitive fights. The Sean Porter fight was competitive to a point, but you seen which way it was going. You know, did Kenny Porter rob him of a highlight reel knockout? Absolutely. He was damn near going to flatline Sean Porter and that boy. They're, oh man, he stopped, man. He was about to do Sean diggity, diggity, wiggity, wiggity, dirty. And everybody knew it. He about to do Sean, like, you know, that's why they don't want that fight. Ain't nobody did Sean Porter like that. Nobody. And Errol Spence don't want to be in there with that. That's why Floyd Mayweather consistently said Terence Crawford's the best. Leonard Ellaby said Terence Crawford the best. Come on. He know how to beat Errol Spence. But anything can happen. Errol can land a punch that cut him, put him through adversity. That's the beauty of boxing. You can hit a, you know, 2 outs. You know what I'm saying? 2 outs. You could be down 0-3, bases loaded. You get a grand slam to end the game at any point in boxing. We've seen guys that been up in boxing, you know, every round, and then they get caught and the motherfucker win the fight. I beat Crawford versus Jabari Taylor is one of the, you know, modern comeback fights. Congratulations to Crawford for getting to the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Well deserved. Really great fight with John Pascal early in his career too. His story is great. You know, he's working at the call center, didn't like working at the call center, wanted to get back into boxing. Said he jogged home from the call center, seen he was out of shape, went back to the, you know, gym to get back in shape, and ended up, you know, becoming a damn great professional. You know, so shout out to Carl Froch, one of my favorites out of the UK, and his lovely wife. But nonetheless, like I continue to tell y'all, everybody know what's up, dude. Terence Crawford can give it to you how you want to. He can bang with you. He can box you. He can mix it up. He can go into defensive mode. He can use his feet. You know, and a lot of people don't like him because he would barbare him. He don't get immediate access and all that type of stuff. I don't know what it is. You know, he ain't had to. He had one boring fight, and that was the Klimov fight. That was the only mundane fight I seen him in. Errol Spence, he got a couple fights that was bullshit. The Mikey Garcia fight was bullcrap. But, you know, he got a lot of, you know, fantastic fights. Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? Danny Garcia fight, it wasn't his fault, though, coming off that injury. But there's some good fights out there. Real good fights. But, you know, Bob say, you know, Crawford the top dog, but at any given moment at 35, it could be over. At any given moment, when you start flirting around the age of 30 in the contact sport, you know, they say 30 is the number where running backs decline in the National Football League. You know, so at any given point, you know, it could be over with. So that's something to kind of really, like, you know, think about it, chew on for a minute. But I mean, we gotta wait and see. But you know, I think he the best, but you gotta prove it. And Al Heyman robbed him of an opportunity to prove that, and that's what's gonna be a lot. And that's something Jerron is gonna have to deal with. You know, you being with Cameron Duncan and not being with a major power player in boxing, you know, you go up in these weight classes, you're gonna have to deal with that. And that's just the, you know, the business of boxing right now. You know, it's like you're gonna be on Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and Street Fighter. You can't ain't no crossovers, or they rarely cross over. But, you know, you gotta wait and see. With Terence Crawford, I mean, he can remind people tonight, but it's hard, you know, hard to be looking at, oh, I've never heard of David Alvarez. I'll tell you this, David Region will knock Blair Cobb the fuck out, though. I say that. You know, I like Blair Cobb, but David Region will knock Blair Cobb the fuck out. I'm just saying. You know, I know people say, well, I've never heard of the guy. I mean, the guy that fought Shane Mosley. I think he fought Lamont Peterson. He fought Josh Kelly, who was supposed to be this big guy over in the UK. They're bigging him up to be what Josh Taylor actually is. He's fought a number of guys. That's funny. You know, everybody supposed to be, you know, everybody got an opinion in boxing, but don't even know the majority of the boxers. It's funny to me. Real funny. Everybody claim to have knowledge, but then say, who's this guy? That guy, I mean, the welterweight division, as much as everybody talk about it, we talk about it, y'all should know everybody. Y'all should know everybody in the welterweight division. But, you know, I second what Bob Arum said, but I still think, you know, Terence Crawford needed the Errol Spence fight to cement that. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard needed Benitez and Hearns and Duran, you know, the rematch of Duran and cement, you know, his all-time great status as a welterweight. You know, Terence Crawford got one fight to cement his status. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard had to have multiple. And not just because he lost, neither. You know what I'm saying? He came from behind to beat Thomas Hearns, too. Thomas Hearns was beating his ass. That was a 12-round fight. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Hearns would have won. But if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.